Donald Trump says that he knew Epstein and he was with Epstein at certain times, called him a fine guy. What do you think of that?
It's up for debate. It's your opinion.
What about Bill Clinton?
What do you think of Bill Clinton being on
We're
that
going to discuss that one. That one's off limits.
If you had to vote for Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton, which would you choose?
Probably Bill.
Thanks.
Things always get a little uncomfortable when Jeffrey Epstein's name and connections are brought up regarding the well-known figures he was discovered to have been associated with, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. So we got the opportunity to find out how some of Trump's most loyal supporters feel about it.
We're starting to hear in the news about Jeffrey Epstein and a lot of those names being revealed and who was with it. It turns out that while Bill Clinton took some trips with him, we also are learning that Donald Trump has said some nice things about him and spent some time with him. Does that bother you?
It would bother me if he wasn't honest about it, because all of us have done things we shouldn't have done. But I do hope no children were involved, though that would make me mad.
The disgusting crime of human trafficking has been a problem for some time. But now that important figures that voters would probably endlessly defend on accusations of being associated with him are being named, there's an abundance of nuance.
Jeffrey Epstein and the things that he did. And, it turns out that Bill Clinton was on those planes and Hillary Clinton kind of looked the other way when he was with Jeffrey Epstein. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's bad. He was just an evil man, really. Jeffrey Epstein was. What Clinton did, I would guess that he is not proud of what he did.
And Trump, too, because Trump said that he wasn't involved, and then he said didn't know him, and that now it turns out that he did.
Yeah, that was all a bad outfit.
It's looking like Trump's well-known friendship with Epstein is one of the few lines that his supporters are unwilling to cross if they believe he was involved in the trafficking. And since he's been open to addressing and explaining away that friendship for years, he must know that there's a limit to their loyalty.
I still think Jeffrey Epstein is a terrific guy.
Well, I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him. I mean, people in Palm Beach knew him. He was a fixture in Palm Beach. I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan. I was not, a long time ago. I'd say maybe 15 years. I was not a fan of his. That I can tell you. I was not a fan of his.
We should always be careful with very heinous crimes that gain national attention, especially ones that involve harming children. We got to make sure that these aren't adopted as a speculative weapon for flippant conversations. And with the Epstein flight list, the attention has sometimes been about implicating your most hated politician or celebrity, while the results haven't gotten us much closer to actually identifying the culprits, which would most importantly bring justice to their victims.
There was a lot of hype around these documents. We really didn't know what was going to be uncovered, but it doesn't seem like there were any significant revelations. Do they carry any potential implications for anyone that's been named, or perhaps clear names?
Really, it does not. I mean, for the most part, if anybody was hoping to see, their least favorite powerful man listed here as having had sex with an underage woman or soliciting sex with an underage woman, they're going to be sorely disappointed. So for the most part, there really isn't, aren't any revelations. The documents do offer some color for those who have been following, some details, particularly about Epstein and his operation.